Have you ever felt like social media was slowly taking over your mind and steering you in the wrong direction? In this video, I'm going to help you to prevent that or to get out of the brainwash that social media can cause. And I think that you are already affected by it. I'll do this by telling you first my horrific experience, and second of all, why it happens, and third of all, the difference between illusion and healthy delusion, so you can get out of it or prevent it from happening. Disclaimer, this advice is based on my experience and on my personal research, so you should also use your own judgment. Hi guys, my name is Amy and welcome back to my channel, y'all. If you're new here, we're all about aligning our soul, our mind, our actions with our higher self that already lives your dream life, so you can achieve your dream life. This is the perfect place for you, so subscribe so we can grow together as a family. So first of all, my horrific experience. I'm not even kidding when I say that it almost ruined my life. For example, I started to believe that a random guy was my soulmate, and the most embarrassing part is that I even gave him a letter. Let me know if you would want a detailed version of it. Obviously, this is one of the main reasons why my life fell apart, and yeah, that's why I made this video, to help you guys. I made this video that is going to help you to get your life together if you're coming from a low period of your life, where I'm going to give mindset shifts, tips that help me to overcome this low period of my life and start a new chapter. Anyway, at the end of the story, I finally know what type of content is brainwashing me versus what type of content is worth my time to watch. So second of all, why it happens. It's very important to know the psychology behind why people fall into this trap. Only some specific people get brainwashed by those types of content. Obviously, I think that there are like a lot of psychological reasons, but I'm just going to list the main ones based on my experience. I think that those people are the perfect target audience for those creators. To give a little bit of context, let's take TikTok as an example. So there are a lot of spiritual content in there with people saying after this breakup of yours, you're going to meet your soulmate. This crush of yours is also reciprocating you, and if you see the angel number 222 or whatever it is, it means that you are going to meet your soulmate. And all these things may be true, okay, but they're not facts, and people can easily believe them and get brainwashed. The specific people who get brainwashed by those type of content are usually young people or those who are easily manipulated, who are still beginners learning new things and getting exposed to all those new information, and they don't even know if it's true or not. And then people who are going through a hard time, for example heartbreak, family issues, etc, etc, because those are people who tend to seek reassurance, and they often search it in the wrong places. For example, going on TikTok, scrolling and watching those videos.
He is going to tell you that he likes you back.
Literally for months I believed that this Dusty was my freaking soulmate. Those content were feeding my hope, and I started to idealize him. So basically those types of people are perfect to get brainwashed because they are in a state where they want to escape from reality. For them, emotions are more comforting than the raw, real truth, because the truth is hard to hear and it hurts. Like a lot of people who are experiencing heartbreak don't want to hear, oh, maybe now you need to heal your, I don't know, father wound or whatever the trauma is, or other hard to hear truths. The third point, we are going to discuss the difference between illusion and healthy delusion, so you can get out of it and prevent it from happening. So now you have learned that you need to be very careful with the content you watch. So it's very important to know the difference between content that are going to brainwash you with illusions, with the content that are based on a healthy delusion. In this way, you won't blindly watch this content anymore, because sometimes we are so tired or in our thoughts or scrolling that we don't even know that all those content that we are watching are actually harming us. I can't even tell you how hard it was for me to realize that all those content that I was watching, that I believed they were true, that were making me feel on top of the world, were actually literally slowly ruining my life. And when I finally made the switch and realized what content is good for me, who were real, honest, grounded, with no fluffs, sugar coating, I felt crushed. My ego cracked open. The whole experience was so humbling, but it was necessary. And maybe you're going to go through this ego crushing process as well. But I knew that I did the right thing before it was too late. In fact, I started to face the reality, stop idealizing people. I started to read the book called Attached, so I wouldn't fall in love with people with an avoidant attachment style. So which content is good and which one is bad? So illusion is obviously something magical that romanticizes your situation and gives you validation, hope, that makes you idealize something. For example, he is your soulmate, or you can manifest anything by visualizing it, and yada yada yada. Healthy delusion is something that grounds you. It may hurt or it's hard to hear in the moment, but all those content with a healthy delusion are going to be the reason why you're constantly attracting emotionally unavailable toxic guys. Maybe it's because you have an anxious attachment style, or some wounds you need to work on. And instead of this, which can literally easily make people think, oh my god, so I just need to visualize and do nothing and it's going to come to me, which maybe sometimes it can happen, but it can also prevent people from taking the necessary actions, because manifestation is also about that. So by turning it in a healthy delusion, it may be you can manifest anything by visualizing, taking the necessary disciplined actions, and believing in the unseen. Yeah, it's called healthy delusion because it's delusional in a way, but it's achievable and it takes belief and faith. It's more grounded. Other tools you can use to find out which content is too woo-woo is by searching on ChatGPT, and this is very important. You need to ask for honesty without sugarcoating, without validation. Ask for a third-party person's perspective, so it's going to give you the right answers, because sometimes ChatGPT is going to validate your problems rather than telling you the truth. I realized that. And also I recommend some content creators that I personally watch that are dumbcore and the Wizard Liz. Obviously they are like the queens. Also there are a lot of other content creators that are worth watching in the self-development manifestation niche, same as mine. And final disclaimer, even if all those content creators are very trustworthy, but everyone can make mistakes and say something that isn't very grounded. So you need to always take what resonates with you, and just remember that people on social media, no matter how good they are, how intelligent they are, we are not God. We are also human.